Glad to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Mississippi State head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
They'll try to run for it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Such a big decision early in the game. When you're opening drive, 3rd and short, you run it, you don't pick it up, and now you're just inches away from getting it. I'm not going to be surprised, guys, if they decide to run it here again.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back to the ground with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw, looking to buy time. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Finds his man. It's Hansen. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's got him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes...
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. Making side adjustments here. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Send the tight end in motion. Right back to him on the ground. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Sends it back in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
So now it's second and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So that guy's eager.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bulldog. Took it all the way back to the house.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. under fire. Trying to buy time. Turning it on. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Evans. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Taylor wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Harris. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 4 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Texas A&M on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Off to the races to the right. The 50. He's at the 40. QB got it himself. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. From the gun. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking for a big play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Runs through a tackle. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. He's got him in the flat. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Williams. And they'll knock him down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Snap it to the back. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Going to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Off and running. All the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here's the give off the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Give to the back. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Avant. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a massive play by the defense. They were not fooled second and inches. They thought pass was a possibility. They get the sack, and now they force the offense in a third and long situation.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Catches it at the 15. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Bluff Bothwell again. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Right on the money. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
So tough to avoid these mid-season lulls. You come in ranked in the top 10 and you find yourself in a lot of trouble. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
This team unranked at the moment, but if they could pull off this top 10 upset, they might find themselves in the polls shortly. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to Fluff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Miller wants to throw. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. He's loose down the left side at the 20.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. From the red zone, it's Avant. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Big guy smells it. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field.
Caught. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down.
And how about this defense coming up big, man?
Bluff Bothwell again. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Could not make his way to the corner. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To the air, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Pressure coming, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't
Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.